1, 2, 3, 4. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of Earth, welcome, welcome, welcome to Randon's World with me, Rzr Randon. So glad you can make it. It is extremely weird flying around like this. I don't think I've ever done it before, but we'll give it a go and see how it is. You can see some of the city development behind us. Not much has gone on there. And man, that sugarcane building looks pretty skinny. I don't know. We'll see how that works out. But bringing you over here to the village. And oh, I just passed it. And there's our wheat field. And let's go down and check out what I've got done on the barn. Not a ton, but I did a little bit, and worked on the roof a little bit, so we can see what I've done, and I'll show you some of the process. But yeah, the front is kind of the same. I added in some doors and a little bit of a detail there. I've been adding in some of these blocks. We've got little handles on the doors, and also some of the stripped logs instead, which might be better. It blends much better than this. This is a little tomato soupy next to the other wood, but might work out. Inside, I've done a little bit. So here, I've put fences in, but not connected. And one of the things about this is I can walk through. The animals technically can't. So let's see if I can do that here. Get him on a lead, and then we'll get an axe. We'll cut one of these out, and let's bring him in. And I should be able to get rid of that. Put the fence back in, and he won't be able to get out of there. Now, this guy doesn't work for it because he can climb over the fence. So I had him in there like that, and he just climbed right over, which didn't really work out. But the llama should be fine. Yeah, so that's coming along, and you can see some of the detail for the inside here. We have a back door as well, but it's not the same type as the front, but we still have access, which is nice. I still have to add in the details over here, and the upstairs is not much right now. I'll bring you up there. Yeah, still got a lot of work to do here. I might leave these sections open and have a little walkway here. I haven't fully decided yet, but I'll bring you down to this side here, and you can see we have a couple windows with iron trap doors in them. To make them not flat, I put in the levers here so that they can close. I think it looks pretty good. The other side I put glass, which I don't think looks as nice. The trapdoors look better, I think. It kind of matches this bit too. Now, as for the roof, I think last time I started to put in the frame, and here I did a little experiment with dark wood. I don't think I like it, so I'm going to take that out. Not that it's bad, but I think it could be better. And on this side here, I used a mix of stone and andesite, and I kind of like that a bit better because to me it looks like a bit like a tin roof that a barn might have. The one thing is it blends a little bit. It's a little bit too samey, and I was going to put in some stone brick or stone block as well, and I probably will do that when I do the other side. Now, in my comments, Scorpion suggested maybe using cobble, deep slate, and so on the other side here, I have started to do a little bit with that. And you can see here, I think you might be right, it might look better. So I'm going to show you the process of how I'm doing this. Let me see if I have some cobble deep slate here. I have some slabs and some full blocks. Is that all I have? I have a little bit more. Let's grab a little bit more just in case. And we'll go over here. And I'm going to take out this section here to show you the process of doing this. Now, I know what you're probably thinking, like it's a little bit weird with the curve, but I think the curve looks better when it's all done. And so this is kind of how I go about it. I want, well, on this one I've got it a full block over the window. So I'm going to have to add in something here to be able to attach to. Alright, and we need to do a full block over the window. So we can just add in our two like this. Now, if we went straight across with the roof, we would get something that looks like this. Let's see if I can get up there. Here. This one might be tricky. Let's see if I can get it. And we'll get rid of that dirt in a second. Yeah, so if I went straight across, we'd get an effect like this, which is fine. Just I think it can be better. We'll take a step back and look. Ignore the dirt, but you'd see the straight line like this. We don't really want that, so what we'll do is we'll add in one here and one here, and we start to get our curve. Okay, and then here we're going to need to add in a full block and a full block. Okay, and there's our curve that's the same as this one. The middle section is a little different because it's not the same size. And then we can go up to the top and add in the top part of that. Okay, so we'll get rid of this dirt. And double check over here how big I went. So each one of these is 3, I believe. So this is already 3. This is 2, so we're going to add a slab. This is only 1, so oops, we'll add 2 slabs here. This one needs 2 slabs, this one needs 1, and that one is 3. So let's take a peek. And there's our curve, the same as this one. Almost nighttime. I'm going to switch this one out after I go to sleep, and I'll bring you back and I'll show you how to do the rim here, the border. Alright, back in a little bit and we'll see you then. Well, alright, I've switched out the trim for the cobble deep slate there, and I think it looks good. I'll do 1/2 and half, and then we'll see what looks better. But I think the contrast between this and the stone in the center will be the best. And I've done this little bit here. Now on the other side, this came down one lower, and I was saying because it's a smaller distance. The real reason it came down one lower is originally I had this only half a block above the window, and I think I moved it up and I thought it looked better, so I did the same here, and now we match. So we're going to go with that, although I didn't mind the way it looked with the little dip on this side. Let me just show you. It kind of just extends the curve, so it doesn't look awful. But I think we're going to keep it even, and hopefully that'll make the roof line a little bit easier. Now for these ribs or these borders on the roof, this one here, I believe I had cobble originally and I just swapped it out. But if you imagine not having that, like if you're starting from scratch, how do you figure out how tall this has to be? I mean, obviously we can go over here and we want to try and match this roof line here. So we can kind of figure out that, okay, that level is where the next one is going to go, which is here. So it's 2 blocks above. The other thing that you can do is just get a block, let's say dirt, and I think this is how I did it the first time. On the other side was just come across, and you'll be able to figure out the level that you need. And you can kind of do this for everything, like all the different steps to figure out how high you should be. And you can see we're matching up here. So that one is correct, if that makes sense. And we should match up on the other side, oops, as well, with this one here. Oops, come on. And we do. So then we know that wherever this is, the other rib is supposed to be, which is here. Is that where it is? No, that's the center. The other rib is here. So it's gonna go right there. Is that right? Doesn't seem right. Let's get some blocks here. I think it goes here. Sorry about this. It should go right on the white. So yeah, we're gonna need a block there, and then it's gonna go there, I believe. Okay, it should be too high. And we can get rid of this, obviously, we don't need it. It's just something you can do to try to get the right, to help with getting the right size. The other thing, once you got one in, is you can just kind of go off what you got here. And we can see that this is just touching, and we're 1.5. So let's go over here, and we'll go 1 touching and 1.5. So let's climb up. This is touching, so 1.5, half, and then the next one should be another 1.5. So let's go again, 1.5, 1.5, and then the next one looks like it's 1.5. So here we're going to need a little bit of dirt. So let's get that in. Oops. Dirt. And you can see that one is half a block low. So let's do that. We'll go there and then 1. Hopefully I did this right. Oops, not like that. I didn't. It's really weird building on camera and talking about it, but hopefully I get better, and hopefully you can kind of understand what I'm talking about. That one's too low, and if you need to, you can always pause and kind of check out things. Now this one isn't 1.5, that looks like 1, so it would be like this. And now our roof line is matched for the ribs. Now normally I would probably put another half block here, but I kind of want to make it that I can walk through, so that's why I haven't. When we fill in the other blocks, the center, it should be fine. And I think we're going to start doing that now. And certain things are going to be challenging, like this. We have a bone block there. Now, I think I made it so it's not exposed by going 1 deeper than what I normally would have. I probably would have only gone a half here, but then the white would be exposed and be hard to hide it. So let's see how I did this. I don't really remember what I did. Let's go take a peek over here. I think what I did is I tried to keep it really simple at first, and then I started to switch things out. So really simple. Let's go over here, and I'll just use stone to start with, and then we can switch in different blocks if we need to. So if I put a block there, and then here we probably have to go 2. This is the same as that other one where that is going to be gone, and I need some of this here, I believe, like this. Now I'm not going to go up higher with that. What can we do is go like this, and that one there. Now here I probably would go an extra slab on top of that because I don't want it to be even. I don't really want to go a full block because then it might be too big. It's going to look wrong. I think I need to cut some slabs. But let's see. And over here, you can kind of do the same. Now again, I don't think I want it to be full blocks like that because the pitch isn't going to match properly, or it might not look right, but we can always change things. But yeah, if you're doing a simple, that doesn't need to be black, a simple line, you're going to have something that looks something like that. So I think what I need to do is go off camera and work on this a little bit and see what I can come up with, and then I'll bring you in to show you, and if I find any little tips or tricks, I'll show you that too. So yeah, let me get to work and I'll see you in a little bit. All right, see you then. Well, all right, I'm back here on the roof, and I thought I'd bring you in for another thing and show you. I don't know if you, oh, that was the wrong way. Ouch. I don't know if you noticed before, but the roof line I made curved the top as well. Let's see if we can get a look. So yeah, up there you can see I've kind of curved it down, and down here this one I've taken out because I'm going to show you the other option, which is straight, which is fine. I think I saw, like when I searched up diagonal builds a couple years ago, it was really hard to find anything that was helpful. And I did find a Grian video. I can't remember what it was, but it was one of his building videos. And not to say that I'm doing exactly like that, but he was the one who talked about these curves and how it can make it look better. So I trust him. If you don't know who he is, I don't know where you've been, but yeah, I trust what his process is, so I kind of adopted some of that. So now to get a straight line across, again, you can use this method where we go like this, and I'm changing it out for the cobbled deep slate because I think I'm going to keep that. But I'll show you. Now, it's kind of a bit of a weird process because if I want to curve it, then I have to place underneath, and I can't from where I am. But obviously I'd have to change the roof line, and it would be much more simpler, like levels, and then it would match up and you'd be fine. You'd be good to go. Oops. Okay, we'll just go like that, and on this side I think we'll switch it. If I want to curve it, I've got to get some blocks underneath. So I believe I went, well, I did it from under when I was doing it last time because I didn't have a roof in. I'll put some of those in. Can I get those? I think so. Okay, now I've put all slabs in so I can remove them. And I believe I went down right away 1. Okay, and then this one I'm going to have to put down 2. Now, is that going to wreck me? No. And this one would be 2. I think this one is 2. This one is 1. And then we're back up to the middle, and that's our slope. Or is it like this? That probably makes more sense. Let's just double check. Yeah, and that'll give us our line, our sloped line. Now, it does make the roof more difficult, and I'm not sure if I'll keep it like this, but it gives you a little bit of an idea of how I filled it in. I might build it up here a little more to give it some more depth, and again, I'm going to switch out some of this for andesite and stone blocks, stone bricks, whatever you want to call them. We'll go back a little bit and you can take a peek at how it looks. And yeah, it gives some depth and some shadow into it, whereas if you just go straight, I don't think it looks quite as good. So I think I'm going to finish off the rest of this. Now I'm not sure if I like the cobbled deep slate as much. Guess until I change it all, I won't know. That block right there looks a little bit out of place. Might have to change that one out, just because it doesn't. You lose that line effect. I wonder why that is. Let's see if I can find it. It's this block right here, I believe. And or is it? I think it was that one. And I think it's because it's flush. But again, that's going to give me a problem because of this, where I wanted to keep it 2 so I could walk under. I mean, I guess I could keep it 1.5 and shift under. Let's see. I mean, I can always walk like this too. But, and who knows how much I'll be up here. So I think this one can go out, and then I can put one lower. That might look weird too. Let's go take a look. I think it's the one below as well. This one here. It's sticking up above this. That's going to be a little difficult to switch. Like that, maybe. Now that one's going to look weird. Let's go take a look. Like I said, the roof is the trickiest part to get right. That's a little better. The line is straighter. So we might leave it like that. But again, it's always a good idea to step back and take a look, and then you can see what doesn't look right. That looks better already with that straight line. That one there might be an issue. I might have to switch that out as well. I think I will, because it's going to affect that straight line. All right, well, back to work, and I'm going to try and finish off the roof, at least with the stone, and then the details might come in later, but I'd like to get this done. So I'm going to get to work, and I'll bring you back when I'm done. All right, see you then. Well, all right, here I am back in the barn, in the loft area, and as you can see, the roof is all in, and yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. I don't know what you think, but whoop, there we go. And let's take a look from outside, because yeah, it looks pretty good. And I'll give you a little peek. Yeah, now I still have to change out those windows, which is not a big issue, but you can kind of see the idea of how the roof will look. And it's not perfect by any means. I still didn't add any texture in. You do get a lot of shadow with building on the diagonal, which is nice. It gives it some depth. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how it's come out. You can see I made sure that these were nice and straight, no blocks were interfering with those lines. And same on this end here. And I think it's looking pretty good. Let's take a peek on the other side. I would fly around, but I just noticed my wings are almost busted. I'm going to have to go mend those up. I do have a couple spare sets. Now here, I'm just messing around a little bit with the farmhouse idea. The problem with the farmhouse being so close is that I don't want it to dwarf the barn. The barn should be a bigger build. And I was going to do like a wraparound porch, like a farmhouse might have. And also a little drop walkout basement, maybe have a deck over top, and then you can walk out from underneath. But obviously not all these blocks. It was just kind of trying to get the dimensions. But yeah, this side's looking even better with the iron trap doors and a little bit of detail in the wall. I also, one difference I'm not positive about is this here. On that side I have it half slab up. On this side I have the foundation just in the ground. And yeah, I'm not sure. We'll see. I'll figure it out. But yeah, I think this is pretty much done. Again, I want to thank everybody who's been commenting on the videos and giving suggestions. Scorpion for the cobbled deep slate. I hope, I didn't double check, but I hope he's the one who said that. Ping has also been helping me out quite a bit, Ping the Net. And, you know, Fiend for saying he likes seeing the builds, and Surreal, everybody who's been commenting, Black Scorpion also. And yeah, thanks again, everybody. You know, it's wonderful to be here doing this with all of you, and I really, really hope that you're enjoying the process. And yeah, I think that's it for today, but thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. All right, thanks for watching. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.